And some of the slang words, so they don't speak Guatemalan in Guatemala, they speak Chapin. And Chapin means like someone who is Guatemalan, and the girl would be Chapina. And they always say pura Chapina or puro Chapin. And they always say pues, just like a filler word like or so. What else do they say a lot? Calidad, which means quality is the translation, but it's like, oh, that's awesome. Like calidad, calidation. They also say pilas, but pilas means like batteries in other places, but in Guatemala it's like, oh, like she's so smart, like she's so on top of it. So they always be like, she's so pilas, and they'll always do that. Not just the missionaries, but like a lot of the members will pick up on it because they're with the missionaries. So we always love to do that. It was really fun. Un montón, they also say that a lot. I don't know if it's really slang there, but they say it a ton. So I studied Spanish 4 years before my mission. I did 3 years in high school and a year at BYU. I think my year at BYU was way more helpful than my 3 years in high school. And I loved the language before it was my minor, so before going on my mission. So I was really enthusiastic about learning it, and I really wanted to. But I think the hardest thing for me was understanding what people were saying. I could say a lot of things, but I couldn't understand the majority of what people were saying. So I think what was important is that, like, when I was walking with my companion, she was from Mexico, so she didn't know English very well. So I would like ask her questions and then like listen to her responses, and then if I didn't know words, I would ask her, hey, like, what does that mean? I'm not sure what you just said. But I also learned that in Mexico they speak a lot differently than they speak in Guatemala. So then I would say the word she taught me and no one would know what I was saying, and then she would say it and no one knew what she was saying. And then I realized, oh, like, Mexico has a lot of different words for things. So I learned a lot of words from Mexico in the beginning. And then I also practice a lot with missionaries, like Latin missionaries in zone meetings and district meetings. I would try and talk to them and like have them help me with my pronunciation and with learning new words, because a lot of them knew English pretty well. And so they would help me, and then I would help them with their English. So that helped a lot. I think the most important thing is to do your best just to like study the scriptures in English, but also have your Spanish scriptures side by side, so that you can look at how they would say that in Spanish, or what it would be phrased like. So then you can learn new words. I think learning the words in the gospel are really important, but also conversation words, like being able to have conversations with people, let them know that you care about them, you want to know their interests, what they like to do. I think it's important to get to know your investigators more than anything in the beginning, so that way when you do teach them the gospel, it can be personalized. So learning the words in the church are important, but it's also important to learn other words as well.